Hello, in the following video we discuss a plant that has the potential for being misused. This plant can be used for recreational drug use. So much so that I actually thought about not producing this video. But I'm of the opinion that I educate you and you should react as an adult. I do not condone or promote drug use. Thanks.
Hello, this is Greg the Rural Economist, and this is Wild Edibles number 31. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about wild lettuce. But before we do that, I got to do the disclaimer, and I know it's looking a little weird, but I can't help it due to the sun. A lot of things out there good to eat, good for you. Some of them taste great. A lot of others, they're not. Some of them can make you very sick or even kill you. If you're not 100% certain what a plant is, don't eat it until after you've consulted with a local expert. So we're going to be talking about wild lettuce. Now, I have a minimum of 3 different varieties of wild lettuce on my property right now. There's actually 50 varieties, in excess of 50 varieties worldwide. Now, the one that I've got here, you can see it's way taller than my head. Stalk is about an inch in diameter. Variegated leaves, heavily variegated, lobed, not variegated, lobed. It's variegated too, but anyway. Like I talked about in the last one when I was talking about South thistle, wild lettuce is one of the plants that has a white sap. Now, the reason that I wanted to talk about wild lettuce is wild lettuce has a darker side, we'll say. Wild lettuce, when it's very young, can be eaten raw, it can be steamed. It does have a white sap. Now, here's the thing. Wild lettuce has been used throughout history as an opiate. Yes, an opiate. Now, I've never done it. I don't know anything about it. Now, I've done some research on it, so I'm going to be able to give you some information on it. But apparently the white sap has been used as a topical analgesic, pain reliever, okay? The leaves have been chopped up and smoked. The sap is actually where the power is. During Civil War, it was actually used as a painkiller when laudanum was in short supply. So it's pretty powerful. I found one article of a guy who condensed down the sap, and I'm not going to tell you how, and he smoked it through an opium pipe, and apparently it messed him up pretty bad. This particular variety that I'm standing in front of right now is Lactuca canadensis. Lactuca canadensis. Okay. Now, it can get up to 9 feet high. Believe it or not, there are varieties of wild lettuce that have been confused with dandelion when they're really small. Okay, now these, they're bitter. They're not fit to eat right now. But these, which is actually a different variety, which I do not have the name of, so I'm sorry. They're a lot like an arugula. I mean, they're pretty good. Okay. I've got one more on the property, and we're at a good time, so I'm going to cover it too, so hang with me. All right, we're in a different part of the yard here, and this is another variety of wild lettuce. This one is Lactuca soriola. Okay, as you can see, the leaves actually look very similar to the other one, but they're much more spread out. Actually, I've got another one of them that's not as big, the other one right over here, so I'm going to actually, let me just pause this for a second. All right, now I've got them together, that way we can see the difference. Soriola, and then the one that I've already forgotten the name of over there. There is a difference in the leaves. They're both lobed. As this one gets, the older leaves have heavy lobes. This one is lobed evenly all the way up after the leaves are mature. This one has a much thicker stalk. That one has a much thinner stalk. Both of them have the distinct, very white sap. The sap is actually where the greatest power is. And like I said a while ago, they actually extracted the sap and then condensed it down to give them a drug-like effect. You can include wild lettuce in like an early spring salad and it'd be just fine. Younger leaves are always going to be better. That's just a given by this point. Mixing it in with like dandelion, sow's thistle if you got the non-spiny type, lamb's quarter, and then throw in some regular lettuce, some spinach, or some arugula, makes a jam up salad. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something you didn't know. Like I said, this is one that's good to know, kind of keeping your data bank in case something cataclysmic happens. But we don't look for that to happen. So just hang around. We got a bunch more. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, a share, leave a comment, gripes, moans, or groans, and of course, subscribe. Step by step, we're bringing rural back. Have a great day. Bye-bye.